Welcome, everybody. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day. And crypto has been blasting off today, especially Bitcoin. Look at this sea of green behind me. Everything is up 12%, 10%, double digit percents all around. Even Bitcoin itself had almost double digits, sitting 7% up today, as high as 66,200 bucks. Let's freaking go. Let's get excited. If you guys aren't excited, you guys aren't ready to crusade through these blockchains. I don't know what you guys are doing, but this is the biggest time in your life to be able to change your life for absolutely ever and build the largest amount of wealth you've ever been able to build. It's in these next 6 years of your life here before 2030. I honestly do believe that this is the last opportunity for the average person to really take advantage of these markets, of this emerging sector, and make life-changing money. Guys, we're going to be covering about Bitcoin. I was talking to you guys on about my Bitcoin chart just yesterday. Let me jump on right over here, guys, and look what happened. Perfect, 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 perfect. Yesterday, I told you guys I've been telling you guys for weeks now, we are in this downward trend, right? Lower high, lower high, lower high. We broke out of this downward trend on the 13th on Monday. We got rejected at 63,000, which I said was a very critical price point that we need to get back above. We got rejected, came back on the daily, retested this downward trend. And guess what? I told you guys yesterday on my live stream, today was going to be make it or break it, right? Because today was a CPI data was coming out and nothing was going to move these markets. If the CPI data was going to come out positive, we were going to see a pump. And if we saw bad CPI data, higher inflation, then we were going to see Bitcoin dump. And guess what? The CPI data came out. The inflation has come down, right? According to all their Fugazi numbers. We know we can't trust it, but we got to go with what we have, right? All their Fugazi numbers are saying, yes, inflation is lower, which we know is a lie, right? But it's okay for the markets. That's what the markets want to hear. And Bitcoin blasted off, right, bursting through this zero point 0.5 Fibonacci retracement here, 64,679, heading towards this gold pocket that I've been telling you guys about, right? This gold pocket sitting up here between 66,000 one. If you hear me, everything's good. Drop a one, drop a two if the connection is not good right now. Drop a one if everything's good. Yes, yes. Sunshine says everything's good. Yes, Brian drops a one. Okay, cool, cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Okay. I hope it dips again. I'm not ready yet. Duco, yes, I 100% agree. I always love the red days. The red days make me so happy because it gives me time to buy, right? Look at this massive pump, right? Ondo is up. I mean, Render is up here. Massive pump, 14% in just one day. We've got SEI up 16%. We've got Floki up 12.9%. We got Near up 14.3%. Near has been smashing it all year long, all month long. This thing hasn't even felt the pullback. Tau up 14% today as well. VeChain up 6%, 6.5%. Jupiter up 12.5%. Everything is pumping. What's going on, Abraham? What's going on, Brian? What's going on, everybody? I appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in. Hey, what are your thoughts on the PayPal coin? I haven't heard of any PayPal coin except for the PayPal stable coin, if that's what you're referring to. I think that's a bunch of fugazi. I'm not going to be using the PayPal stablecoin. There's already enough problems with the stablecoins that exist, like USDC, right? If you guys didn't know, they can freeze your assets at any time. They can freeze your transaction, freeze your assets. It's just like we're in the banking system all over again. I honestly do believe that the USDC coin that exists right now is basically the CBDC that everybody's been saying it's coming, it's coming. It's already here. It's already here. IOS up 5.3% today. I just dropped a video talking about some critical levels for IOS. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I definitely suggest you guys go check it out. Very, very good video about some critical levels where I'm going to be dollar cost averaging IOS. If you guys don't have a position, you guys want to see where I'm going to be buying some IOS, definitely go check that video out. Just dropped it. Chris, what's going on? Says, let's freaking go, peeps. Smash that like. Let's go. Tap that screen. Low market cap. Hey there. How is Cock Inu doing? Let's go to Cock Inu right now. This is the Axon Dow chart right here. We're still holding this support line here of 19 cents. We had a burst up to 32, came back down, retesting here. Hopefully this continues to hold. Bitcoin continues to rally. If Bitcoin continues to rally, I expect Axon Dow to move up as well, and hopefully we can break above 39 cents. We break above 39 cents and hold 39 cents. Very bullish for Axon Dow. Now let's move on over to the cockadoo do. Okay, Kakini up 20% today. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Big move for Kakinu here. As you guys can see, we were in this little tight squeeze, right? And guess what? I told you guys that we were building what seemed to be like a head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, and looks like with that just got invalidated. We had a little dip below this trend line that we were holding on support. We're coming right back up right now, which is very bullish for Kakinu. We need to get above this trend line up here and start breaking out of this market structure that we've been in, this tight squeeze. So, oops, I definitely think that's possible here for Kakinu, especially if Bitcoin continues to rally and we continue to move to the upside. We'll definitely be able to break 31.98, get back above this, and change the market structure here for Kakadu to do. Let's go back over to Bitcoin real quick. I want to jump on out to the monthly here. As you guys can see here, look at this, guys. Look at this. Let me turn all this other stuff off. Look at this. We had 7 green candles, right? Since September of 2023, we've been nothing but green, nothing but green. April was a red month. We came down, and so far, May is doing amazing. We're having a nice green candle back above. Hopefully, we continue to move. If we can make it back above 70,000 and engulf this red candle on the monthly, that would be huge. We still got 2 weeks. We're halfway through May right now. We still have 2 weeks. It's still very possible if we do that, right? Meanwhile, Bitcoin stays above 63,000. Staying above 63,000 is very bullish for Bitcoin. As you guys can see here, we have broken the market structure of the downward trends. We are re-entering this range that we've been in. We got a gold pocket and a naked point of control sitting up here at 66,900, and we got the gold pocket all the way up to 67,132. So a lot of room to come up here. Hopefully, we don't come up there, hit it, get rejected, and come right back down. If we do, hopefully this 63,000 can hold as support until we can break back above the 2021 all-time high. Breaking above 69,138 will be extremely bullish for Bitcoin, and the meme coins, the altcoins, everything is going to blast off at that time. ICP price prediction. I don't have a price prediction for ICP. I do have price predictions for quite a few other cryptos out there. I got a price prediction for Sui, Superverse, Uniswap. I got a price prediction for Pendo, Ondo. Got a price prediction for what else did I have? I have Stacks, Bitcoin. I got one for Pith, Fetch AI, Render, Caspa, Crow, LCX, and Illuvium. Yep, Illuvium up here. I will be making a price prediction for ICP. I do believe ICP can break $100 this bull market. We'll cover ICP here in just a second as well. But if you guys are just jumping in here for the first time, oh, come on, man. What happened to my chart? Come on. Okay. Oh, here we go. Chart is here. If you guys haven't seen this chart, I definitely urge you guys to go check it out. It's in my Discord. It's in the private crypto citadel. This is how to build wealth with crypto, right? And you have 2 paths. One path joins the next path eventually, right? But people can start at very different points in life, right? You either start with no money, and you already start with money. And if you start with no money, there's a whole different pathway, right, between getting a job, not having a job, getting a job, aka what I call a fiat miner, to mine fiat and start making more money, right? If you have a minimum wage job and you're like, well, I have a job, but it's just minimum wage, I don't really make a lot of money. Well, invest in your education. Instead of jumping into the markets and learning about crypto, go learn how to make more money. You got to earn. You have to have a bankroll. If you ever want to create actual wealth, large amounts of money, it requires money, right? This whole exception of coming to crypto with $100 and walking away with $1 million is ludicrous, right? Very few people do that, and it's a lottery ticket. That's literally a lottery ticket on a meme coin or something. You're just gambling. You're not investing, but you can invest. You can create wealth with a time frame of 5 to 10 years. I believe it can make you wealthy in crypto if you do it right and if you take the proper steps. And that's what I'm trying to teach here. I have this whole shebang. If you guys want me to cover that, drop ones in the chat. If you want me to cover how to build wealth with crypto here in the live stream right now, drop some ones in the chat. If you don't want me to do this, I covered it yesterday a little bit. I'll drop some twos, and I won't do it. But in the meantime, I'll let you guys decide that. Let's go take some look at some other cryptos pumping here. Phantom up 16.4%. We've got Rune up 12%. We've got Soul Fetch AI up 13%. Let's freaking go. We got even ADA moving up 5.7% today. Let's freaking go. Let's check out ICP's price, ICP's chart here real quick. Somebody was asking about ICP. I do have an ICP chart. Yeah, here it is. Damn, where'd it go? I just saw it. Here it is. Yep. Okay, this is the monthly. Let me jump down to the daily. Give me a second here. All right. As you guys can see, drop some ones. You guys want to see me go over the whole crypto, how to build wealth with crypto situation. If you don't want me to cover that, that's fine. You can jump into the Discord. We can talk about that in my Discord, the Crypto Citadel. Link is down below. It's in the chat as well. So ICP has been in this like slightly upward trend since all the way since the ending of December. We've been in a consolidation, right, between below $14 and above $10. So we've been chopping it up here constantly. ICP will not get extremely bullish for me until we get back above 15, right? We can go all the way up to 14, even 15, and probably get rejected and come back. But if we get above $15, right, 15, 14 cents, we get above this, hold this, we can start making a move towards this $19 and $20 range, right? This whole blue zone, the value area high target is $26.43. And that is when ICP is really going to start moving. But we need to get above 15. As you guys can see here, multiple times, more than 10 times, ICP has been rejected from this $15 range price point, rejected, and continue to drop to the downside. So once we can finally close above it like we did here, we had a nice move to the upside, hit 20 bucks. We came back to retest 15 as I was expecting, right? You always need to retest these breakouts. And then what happened? It was the same time of April 13th when the whole situation around the world came out and Bitcoin had a massive drop and did all the altcoins. So we lost that support, fell back down, and haven't been able to reclaim it again. AIT protocol, I'm going to be covering that. Just saw a tweet from them. Very bullish news coming out for AIT. How to create wealth with crypto. All right, here you go. Are we good? Are we good? Are we all back? Are we all back? Drop a yes. Drop a yes in the chat if I'm back. If I'm back, I don't know. I'm having some connection issues today. Don't know what's going on. Okay, so let's go to AIT here. Let me go over to the Twitters. AIT just made a tweet about a few hours earlier today, this morning, saying new week, new burn. We've just burned 5% of the total supply of AIT. Now 67.9% of the total supply has been burned. That is huge. That is a huge burn to their whole mechanism, to their whole token supply, which is freaking astronomically bullish for this protocol. So if we go look at AIT protocol, sitting at 33 million, low capper, sitting at 27 cents, up 29% today. Let's freaking go, up 29% today. Very bullish on AIT here. I'm gonna have to build out my chart and do a whole video on it to see what are some critical levels for AIT to start dollar cost averaging. If you guys don't have a position already, I currently don't have a position for AIT either, so I'm definitely going to be looking to get a position for AIT, and I'll be dropping a video here probably today or tomorrow. Well, not today, probably most likely tomorrow. Treyfly in the house. What's going on? Guess who's back again? Let's go. Treyfly in the house. If you guys haven't seen Treyfly over on Piper Academy, I believe it's 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Definitely go check that out. Let's see here. So, are we gonna go for a run from here or drop? So yeah, I mean everyone's expecting a bigger run up, right? I'm still we have a naked point of control and the gold pocket sitting up here at 67 to 66,000 for Bitcoin, right? So that is a logical target right now. I will be seeing how does Bitcoin react to this, right? If Bitcoin gets here, gets rejected, and starts coming back down, that's not the best short. That's not the best news in the short term, right? We can come here, get rejected at this gold pocket, come back down, retest 63,000 before moving back up towards the 2021 all-time high. We need to, if we blast through this gold pocket and continue running it up to this 2021 all-time high of 69,138, and we break above it and hold and close above that, and we can stay above that level, extremely bullish for Bitcoin, right? Extremely bullish for Bitcoin. But until we see that, what we have, the local targets that I'm looking for right now is 67,000, filling this gold pocket, tapping this naked point of control, and seeing how Bitcoin reacts once we get to this level. I'm honestly expecting a little bit of a rejection, kind of a pullback, and then moving up. I don't expect a massive blast off, right? But you just never know. You just never know, because remember back here? Remember back here in February? Look at this. Just green candles, non-stop green candles, day after day, day after day. So even though we haven't been getting that lately, and we've kind of forgotten how that feels like, it's definitely still possible. This is the bull market. Anything is, if you're betting against Bitcoin, you're taking a big risk. Let me tell you. Love seeing that block bubble on the map. How you got a have you got a Discord? Yes, I do. I've got a Discord. The link is in my profile. If you're on TikTok, the link is on the chat. If you're in if I only if I could speak, if you're in the YouTubes. Actually, I'm gonna drop it into the chat right now. Drop it into the chat right now. Somebody's asking about Syncus. Guys, do not get involved with Syncus. The Syncus developers, they rug pulled a different project and have disappeared since then. They rug pulled a different project, so do not get involved with Syncus. I'm pretty sure this project is. It was fun while it lasted. It had a nice little pump. I hope I'm back. I hope I'm back. It was fun where it lasted. It had a nice, huge pump here. We were able to identify that breakout. We talked about it on the channel, right? About how this massive breakout was coming. We took advantage of that breakout, and then the devs started to get real choppy, real crazy. Things started to get worse, and then they ended up rug pulling some other project. I forget what the name of that project is called, something casino. And then obviously all that came out, could no longer be trusted. And then this project has completely lost volume. Nobody's buying or selling this thing, and I don't recommend anyone to buy or sell or into this project at all. Just stay away from it because the developers did rug pull a different project. So let's circle back here to how to build the wealth with crypto. Let's get back to this. Thoughts on Arrow? I'll get on Arrow in just a second after we get through this. So as we were talking yesterday, when you're coming into crypto, when you're coming into the markets in general, your first time here, you're like, hey man, I'm just trying to figure things out, right? I was there in the same position you probably are right now back in 2017. I had just graduated college. I was trying to figure out, I knew I wanted to make my money work for me. I didn't know how. I didn't know what that meant. So you're one of two people when you first start. When you first decide, okay, I want to invest, you're one of two people. Either you have money or you don't have money. And honestly, it takes money to make money. So if you have no money, you have two options. Either you have no job currently, or you get a job, or you have a job, right? If you have no job, go get a job, whatever job that is, whether it's minimum wage, maybe you're 18, fresh out of high school, 19, 20, right? Just got into college, whatever, right? If you don't have a job and you don't have money, go get a job, whether it's at McDonald's, whether it's at Advanced Auto Parts, or whatever. Get a job. A fiat miner is what I call it. Get a fiat miner and mine that fiat, right? Once you start getting a job, right? If you go down the path of no job to a job, especially if you're a younger person, right, in their young 20s, late teens, right, fresh out of high school, want to start making some money, go get a job, whatever that is, and then invest in your education, right? Invest in your education. That means not just learning about crypto, not just learning about, right, this is modeled for crypto, but this can be applied to real estate. This can be applied to pretty much anything. I don't believe in those other sectors. I only believe in crypto, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Invest in your education. And that does not just mean learning about crypto. It means if you have a minimum wage job and you're already living paycheck to paycheck, right? And you're like, well, I don't have any money. Well, you better invest in your education. And that doesn't mean going to college. That means it doesn't actually require money to invest in your education. It requires time commitment. So commit time to either reading books, watching YouTube videos, however you consume content for education, right? Invest time into doing that, whether you have to hire a mentor or you have to, go to some seminars or whatever it is, however you want to learn about whatever it is you're trying to learn, especially in this example about crypto, do that. Educate yourself in doing that. Another thing that this applies to about investing in your education is if you have a job and you're working paycheck to paycheck, well, invest in learning a new skill that can get you a job that pays more, right? So then it circles back to getting a job. You have no job, you got a job, right? The job kind of sucks, doesn't pay enough, and you kind of already living paycheck to paycheck. Well, invest in your education, learn a trade, learn a skill, learn something that can get you a better paying job so that then you have more money coming in because it takes money to make money. Now, you've invested in your education, you've learned about whatever sector you want to get into, you've learned a new skill to make more money to get a better job. You come down here to reducing expenses. Reducing expenses is critical. You will not create wealth without sacrifice. It's that simple, guys. If you do not sacrifice time, commitment, hanging out with your friends, going out and partying, going out for dinner, if you do not make sacrifices, you will not make wealth. It's that simple. The only people that make wealth without making sacrifices are people that are already wealthy, right? People that already come from money, that mommy and daddy can give them money to go make more money. Those are the only people that don't have to worry about making sacrifices. But if you're like me and you come from nothing, you need to make sacrifices. And that means time with your friends. That means time at the bar. That means time at, going out to the club, going out to get drinks, going out on Taco Tuesday, right? That means going out, not going out to a steakhouse. That means, buying groceries, right? Instead of going out to eat all the time, go buy groceries instead, right? Instead of buying a coffee every single day at Starbucks, right? Don't buy Starbucks. Go learn how to make coffee at home. Buy a coffee maker and make your own coffee at home, right? Because real simple. Let me just pull out my calculator here, right? Because then there's the people that I talk to in my life every single day, which is what inspired me to make this little chart here, because this is the conversation that I was having with them, right? There's people that buy coffee every single day. Let's say $4, $4 for coffee, right? $4 for coffee, 4 times 5, right? That's $20 times 4 weeks in a month. That's $80. $80 monthly right there that you could be investing. It's not a lot, but it's something. Now let's take it a step further. Let's take it a step further. $50 when you go out to eat with you and your spouse, or you and your wife, you and your friend, whatever, you go out, get some drinks. One meal is easily $20. You get 2 drinks plus tip, you're like a 40-50 bucks. Let's keep it cheap. $40 every time you go out to eat. I know this is low. People spend a lot more money than this when they go out to eat, but let's assume as a single person, right, you spend $40 on a meal plus some drinks or whatever. And I know this is on the low end. With tip and drinks, it's way more than $40. But let's say you spend $40 going out to eat. Let's say you go out to eat 2 times a week. 2 times a week, right? That's $80 times 4 in the month. That's $320. $320 plus the $80 from the coffee that you've been buying. That's $400. That's $400 right there that you said, "Oh, I don't have money. I don't have money. I can't invest. I don't make enough money." Reduce your expenses. And that's just on the low end of going out to eat and buying a coffee. Right? That's not going out to the club. That's not going out and buying yourself a new pair of sneakers, new pair of Jordans, whatever it is, going buying out the nicest clothes. That doesn't talk about going out to the bar and buying drinks, right? All these things can save you so much money. So reducing expenses is very critical. Once you're able to do this and reduce expenses, you're able to save up money, right? You're saving $400 every single month that then you can then accumulate to start investing in your crypto portfolio, right? So now you've gone down this entire path, right? You've gone down this entire path, and you're saying, well, now I got money. Okay, cool. Now that you have money, you still have to invest in your education, right? Because you have to invest in risk management. You have to invest in how do you make money? What is money, right? All these things you need to learn. The only way to make wealth is to know what money is, how to use money, and how to make money. So you need to continue investing in your education. Some people might start right here. Some people start, I got money, they got to invest in their education. Some people start over here with no money, they've already been investing in their education. So when they come here to the got money section, right, investing in your education is something you've already been doing. So then you're like, all right, I'm ready to invest money, right? I'm ready to invest. I've been able to save 400, $500 every single month. I got 1,000, I got 4,000, $10,000. I'm ready to invest. Well, now that you've been investing in your education, you've been investing in making more money, right? Because it takes a bankroll. If you don't have money, right? When I say got money, doesn't mean, oh, I got $10,000 and that's it. I don't gotta drop more. I got $5,000. I don't gotta drop more. I got $1,000. I don't gotta drop more. No, to make wealth, you need to be earning money. You need a fiat miner that is going to continuously feed you money so you can continuously put it into the market and grow your portfolio. But we'll get back to that, right? You're ready to invest money. Now it's time to start building your portfolio. Building your portfolio. So, what does that mean? There's two paths here for building your portfolio. The path that I initially took was hodl long term. So, what was I doing? This goes back to what I was saying about having a bankroll, right? I had a job where I was making good money. I had very reduced expenses when I first started back in 2017, 2018. And I was buying into my portfolio, into my long term bags continuously, 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 dollar cost averaging and loading up for the long term, right? And this is okay for the very long term, but this also has a problem. The problem with this is that it requires the fiat miner forever, because if you're just throwing money in, when are you going to get that financial independence? When are you going to be able to walk away from that job and say, well, I don't need that job anymore? Well, if you want to be able to walk away from the fiat miner, then you need that cash flow. So you need to be able to move from hodl long-term investor to cash flow investor, right? Which is still entails hodling long-term, but there are more strategies to cash flowing. One strategy is taking loans against your asset at the end of the years, right? Especially in Bitcoin, taking a loan against your crypto and being able to cash flow that money, being able to take that debt. It's not a taxable event. You're saving money on taxes and you're reinvesting that money into your portfolio, into your daily life to be able to pay off expenses, make it throughout the bear market, and then get back in, right? Another thing for cash flowing is another thing that I talk about here in the Citadel is what do we do? We use DeFi, right? We use DeFi. How do we do that? Well, you buy crypto, right? You hodl, right? You buy crypto and you hodl, right? One example is Ethereum. We buy Ethereum, you hold Ethereum long term anyways. You're talking about 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is. You're holding your Ethereum long term. Why not make that Ethereum work for you? Why not provide liquidity in DeFi pools and be able to collect daily fees constantly every single day, bringing back your capital, right? So what's an example of that? Right here is an example of that. Um, Actually, let me pull it up over here. Let me pull it up on the actual app so you guys can see it. Give me a second here. We'll get back to the different cryptos in just a second. I hope you guys are appreciating just a little splurge here on how to make money. So this is a pool with wrapped Ethereum and USDC. It has 13.8 million total value locked, 71 million in trading volume, which is very good. This is the kind of things you want to look for, right? This is an example. You have $1,000 in Ethereum. You have $1,000 in Ethereum. You want to pull it into this pool. You're making $2 a day. You're like, oh man, $2. That's garbage. That's $62. That's $62 a month. 62, basically $63. That's $765 a year, right? And that's with 1,000, right? If you're holding $10,000 in long term on Ethereum, you're making $21 a day. You're making $628 a month, right? So obviously it takes money to make money. And if you're holding large bags of Ethereum long term anyways, when you're in crypto, everybody wants to be their own bank. But banks put their money to work. Banks don't just hold the money in the vault and just say, "Well, I just got it sitting here and I'm just going to look at it and wait for it to appreciate." No, I'm a long-term investor in Ethereum. I'm holding an asset that's going to appreciate in value anyways over the next year or two, right? and I'm making this money work for me. I'm collecting $21, give or take, every single day for the next foreseeable future until the pool changes. Then the changes, things can change, right? You can adapt, get into a different pool. But in this example, you're collecting $21, 628 extra dollars every single month that then you can reincorporate into building your portfolio, right? So then it cash flow, right? You're making that $698, you're putting it back into your portfolio and growing your portfolio. So you're making your money work for you, right? And that's just the beginning, right? There's a lot more about this. We can talk about it in the Crypto Citadel. If you guys want to jump down and hit the link, join my Discord. You guys can do that. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll talk about that. There's a free section for everybody. Like we can all just hang out and chat. If you want to join the premium sections, see what pools I'm jumping into, what fundamentals, different things that I'm doing there, I'm providing. You guys want more of a one-on-one situation with me? Definitely the premium section is available for that. It's 50 cents a day. 50 cents a day to be in the premium section. It's literally pennies. It's pennies, 50 pennies, guys. That's how much it costs. 50 pennies to be in the premium section to learn about this kind of stuff. But whatever, it is what it is. I'm here to build wealth. I'm trying to teach people because I got people in my life every single day that I talk to that I'm like, hey, bro, what are you doing? Oh yeah, I'm just trying to maximize my 401k. Yeah, I'm just trying to save up a couple of dollars and maybe put it into the stock market. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? You're missing the greatest opportunity of your life right now with crypto, and you can build the wealth in so many ways, right? So many ways. Like one example was when I got started, I actually already had money, right? I already had a job. I didn't have to go through this whole thing exactly. I was going through this when I was in college. I had no job. I had to do this kind of stuff, but I wasn't fully ready to invest just yet. I was just in a mentality of like, I need to make money. So I went through this just to be able to make money. And then when I was earning money, I was like, how do I make this money grow? How do I make my money work for me? Right. Because I wanted to break out of the matrix. I didn't want to be an NPC that fills out their 401k for the next 30, 40 years of their life to then be able to retire with $1 million+. But I'm an old ass man at 60 years old, 60 something years old. And then I'm like, okay, guys, I'm going to enjoy my $1 million now. And then, croak. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to I want to make money when I'm young, and I want to enjoy my money when I'm young. And I want to be able to walk away from the matrix. Right. So I went through these steps. These are personal experiences that I went through on how to get things done. I personally started with a loan. I was able to capitalize on a loan that I knew I could pay off. Right. So I'm using other people's money. I was learning that from Robert Kiyosaki, right? Rich Dad, Poor Dad, how to use other people's money. And I did that so that I can not just make more money, but so I can invest more money. I did the math yesterday on the live stream. I had about $1,130 left over every month after reduced expenses. I had no car payment. I had very low rent to pay. All these things, right? Because I had reduced expenses. I was making sacrifices to live very frugally, and that allowed me to have $1,100 at the end of every month. And guess what? I was like, well, let me pull out a loan. And I did. I pulled out a $16,000 loan. I did the math on it. I said, well, the monthly payment is going to be about $500 every single month. I have 1,100, so I can pay that off. So guess what? I was able to invest $16,000 from that loan that I took, right? I was able to dollar cost average $16,000 into the market in 2018, 2019. And plus the money I was making, I was investing about $1,900, almost $2,000 a month average, right? This is an average math. Then if I would have just had the 1,100, because I used my loan, I used other people's money to make me money because I knew I could pay it off, because I knew I had a good paying job that I could pay it off at the time. So that doesn't apply to everybody. I'm not telling you to go get a loan right now or anything like that. I'm just telling you from personal experience what you can do to make money with other people's money. So let's get back to crypto. Let's get back to these different altcoins. Jason says, "Oh, always love your offer, bro. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. Why isn't altcoins pumping that much? What are you talking about, dude? Altcoins are pumping massive. AIT is up 30%. Like a lot of cryptos are up double digits, massive double digits, 14, 16, 16, 15, 14, 14, 17%. Like this is the thing. People want to get into crypto and just get rich overnight instantly and have, 30, 40% pumps every single day. It doesn't work like that, guys. It doesn't work like that. Not on the weekly. Well, dude, I mean, on the weekly, Pepe is up 36%, Near's up 17%, Ando's up 9. Uh, let's see here. Floki's up 26, Tana's up 21, Phantom is up 13, the graph is up 14. Like there's still some things that are up. IMX is up 15%, Solana's up 11, Bitcoin is up 8. As you can see right here, right, Bitcoin's been chopping it up on this downward trend for days, for weeks at this point, and the altcoins have been taking a beating. Bitcoin just had the big pump today. Altcoins are now rallying behind it, right? Bitcoin only pumped like 7% today. Let me measure this out. Yeah, about 7%, give or take 7.5%. And altcoins are doubling that right now, right? They're up 14%, right? Somewhere around there, 10%, not always doubled, but whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Give it time. Give it time. If Bitcoin continues to rally, the altcoins are going to continue rallying along with it. And eventually, Bitcoin's going to trade sideways. There's going to be a lot of bullish momentum in the market, and altcoins are going to pop off and have an altcoin season once again. Another pullback coming. It is possible for another pullback to come. I'm telling you guys right here that we have a naked point of control sitting here at 67,000 right here, right? It's right in between, sandwiched in between this gold pocket between 67,100 and 66,600. And we have a lot of levels right here that are very critical. We could just tap this, right? We could just boom, tap it, get rejected, and start heading back down towards the 63,000 once again before eventually starting to take off back over, right? Once we get really bullish, it's when we get above the previous all-time high of 69,138. If we get above the previous all-time high of 2021, that is when things get extremely, extremely bullish. Rich J says, do you have to watch the pools closely, or is it safe to set and forget? So, Rich, there's a risk in everything, and it does take a little bit of management, but it's the most passive thing outside of just hodling, right? If you're just hodling, then you can completely just forget about your asset, right? This does take a little bit more effort than hodling, but it is the closest thing to passive income that exists, right? Actually using decentralized finance, actually doing what banks do, which is putting out your money to work, whether you're lending it, you're putting it on, you're providing liquidity with it, whatever it is. And all these different DeFi strategies we're going to be covering in the Crypto Citadel. It does take management, but it takes very minimal management, right? So, and as an example here, right, when you get into this pool, you enter what range you want the asset to be in, right? Between the range of 2,800 and 3,300. So I know that if Ethereum's price starts to get close to this minimum price, or starts to get close above the maximum price here, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to have to come back in and readjust that range so that my pool, what I have pooled in the actual pool, doesn't fall out of range, and then I get hit with impermanent loss, or I just get, it's kind of like getting liquidated in your trade, right? That's a bad example, but that's so you can kind of understand what I'm saying. So that's all you need to manage, is know the range that you're in, which I'm giving the ranges that I'm looking at. I'm using TA to figure out stable long-term ranges, because the name of the game with DeFi and providing liquidity is staying within range for the longest amount of time possible while the pool is hot and making money, right? So that is the name of the game, is to stay within the pool. So you can go extremely narrow, right? If you go extremely narrow, right, things pop up a lot, right? So if we drop back down to $1,000, you instantly go from $2 to $3, right? But this narrow range is probably, you're not going to stay within this range very similar, because the current price is 3,000. Ethereum can drop $200 overnight like this, and you're out of the range, right? So you need to use TA to get a stable range long term that it can stay in. And meanwhile, you know that range. Once you're in the pool, you know that range. You just check the price of what the asset is at, and you're like, well, okay, I'm nowhere near my ranges. I'm okay. I'm good. If you start nearing one, you got to keep an eye on it and maybe adjust a little bit here and there, and then boom. Well, I'm in 50 cents a day. Let's go, Rich J. Let's go. 50 cents a day. That's what I'm talking about, bro. 50 cents a day to invest in your own education. That's what I'm talking about. Anyone else like Graph? The Graph is good. The Graph is getting a lot of exposure with a lot of the AI coins running. The Graph has terrible marketing. They've been around for the longest. Right, the whole thing about them was always going to be like they were going to be the Google of crypto on the blockchain, yada yada. But like, they've just had terrible marketing that nobody really knows about the graph or hears about the graph or gets excited about the graph. Recently, they've been partnering with some other AI projects, doing some things, and it's been helping the price. And just the fact that it's within the AI realm has been helping its price for sure. So the graph is definitely going to do decently well. But it's just one of those things. So I like it, but I just don't like the way they've taken it. ICP and Aerodrome going crazy. What's ICP at right now? ICP is up 5.2% at $12.48. I won't get excited about ICP until we get up above 15, but I do like ICP long term. I have a fat bag of ICP. Aerodrome, I have another fat bag of Aerodrome up over $1 once again. Let's freaking go, up 19% today. Yes, that's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Up 19% today. Aerodrome is where it's at, bro. The base chain DeFi cornerstones, being able to identify DeFi cornerstone projects within different blockchains is essential for making money. Aerodrome is the biggest DeFi player in Base being the network for Coinbase. It's a no-brainer. A no-brainer. We got this coin right here, the MAGA meme coin, up 33% today. Holy smokes, that thing was running. Let me see here. We do have some news that I wanted to cover here with you guys. Let me see. Let me go back on over here to my Twitter. As you guys can see, minimum Millennium Management discloses it holds $2 billion in spot Bitcoin ETFs in new SEC filing. So meanwhile, everybody's thinking that nobody's buying Bitcoin. This thing over here, this hedge fund over here is holding $2 billion of Bitcoin. Um, we've got the yield yak. If you guys haven't heard of that, that's a good tool to use as well. APY 127% this week. This was given to me, dropped the alpha to me by Clay the Great, that's in the house every single day. Drop this alpha. I'll be covering more about this in the Discord. We've got North Korea linked group used Tornado Cash to launder 147 million in crypto. Right. This is a nice little headline to tell you why Tornado Cash is so bad and privacy tools are so bad and they need to be banned, and the people that created them need to be arrested because groups linked to North Korea are using it. Guys, if they wanted to launder money, you think they can't create their own privacy tools? They can't create their own Tornado Cash and just do it? Of course they can. Of course they can. But that's the fugazi that they feed you so that the normal person gets afraid. The U.S. financial conditions are now the easiest since 2021. In other words, financial conditions are now looser than before the Fed started hiking rates. Interesting. Since December, when the Fed seemingly declared victory against inflation, financial conditions have eased significantly. Effectively, markets have behaved like the Fed has already cut interest rates. This is exactly why inflation is back and on the rise in today's market. The December Fed meeting still does not make sense. I agree with that. Floki passed another vote to burn a boatload of more tokens. So that's always bullish for Floki. 450 Bitcoin, which is what is mined every single day now after the halving. Excuse me, guys. The ETFs had an inflow of 1,633 Bitcoin yesterday. That's over 3 days worth of supply absorbed by the ETFs alone. You guys keep underestimating the fact that we're in the bull market, the fact that just because we had a red month, we had 7 months of straight pumping, and Bitcoin had one red month. The altcoins took a little bit of a bleed out, right? And people instantly think that, oh, we're in a bear market, the bull market's over. You guys are not bullish enough. The state of Wisconsin Investment Board, the 9th largest U.S. pension fund, discloses 162 million in holdings in Bitcoin ETF, 99 million in iShares Bitcoin ETF, and 63.6 million in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. How crazy is that? U.S. state governments are buying Bitcoin for their pension funds. I'm telling you guys are not bullish enough. Another fund manager, Booth Bay, discloses it holds almost 150 million in BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETFs new filing. Don't want to talk about that. I think that's all I had about now for like some little bit of news there. How crazy is that? Wisconsin, can you buy cheese with crypto now? You probably can. You probably can. There was also some other news about Oklahoma passing a new law over in Oklahoma where you can now mine Bitcoin at your home. You can. It's safeguarding your rights for Bitcoin, holding Bitcoin, not being a money transmitter. If you're doing any Bitcoin crypto businesses over there, you can mine your own Bitcoin. You can use Bitcoin to pay for stuff. You can hold your own Bitcoin, custody of your own Bitcoin. Everything very pro freedom for Bitcoin over in Oklahoma. So shout out to them. Uh, Jim Pin, you have Blockchain Crusader who just joined. Any other Blockchain Crusader in the chat is not me. Make sure you report them for impersonating me, but they are not me. Um, so definitely appreciate every single one of you guys in here, smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Let's see here. No worries. I fixed the like button. Feel free to touch it. Guys, smash those likes, bro. Smash those likes. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys in here. True feelings on Shiba. If it goes high, you lose. Oh, wait, that's not the same comment. Sorry. Let's see here. Shiba is part of the OG large cap meme coins, right? It's the largest meme coin on Ethereum, sitting at $14 billion market cap, right? The market cap is huge. It's still going to have little pumps. It's little, is relative, right? It can still pump 20, 30, 40%, right? The bull market is still very, very early for Bitcoin. Very early. Bitcoin hasn't broken 100,000. When Bitcoin breaks 100,000, people's faces are going to melt. People are not going to understand what just happened. They're going to be can't compute, can't compute 100K plus Bitcoin. People will not be able to compute this, right? People don't understand that this is coming, and 100K Bitcoin is possible this year. 100K Bitcoin is possible this year, before 2025, and 2025 is where the ultimate bull market really happens, right? 12 months after the halving is when you have the great blow off top, right? So we still have a lot of time to run in this bull market. These meme coins, even though they're large market caps, they're not. I don't recommend meme coins overall. They're very high risk, but these large caps are always going to have little pumps. The market pumps, they're going to pump. So 10, 15, 20, 30% here and there. If you know what you're doing, if you've been doing research, if you've been in the game long enough, you know how to get in and get out, learn how to take profits, you can definitely make profits with these meme coins. On the red days, there's a massive drop on all the meme coins, right? The large cap meme coins. And I'm talking specifically large cap. That includes Shiba, Floki, WIF, Pepe, Bonk, and Doge. Only the large ones. Only the large ones, not the small ones, right? On the red days, you buy and you hold it for a little bit. When we have a green day, boom, you get an easy 10%, 12%, 30%, whatever it is, right? Depending how long the pump goes for. But they definitely run. You just got to be able to know how to take profits. The problem is most people get into these meme coins. They think that they're going to become wealthy and rich overnight if they hold it long enough. And guess what? You have the pump and then you have the dump and then you become a bag holder. And that's one of the things you need to learn that we talk about here is getting out of this long-term hodl and getting into cash flow. Cash flow also involves taking profits on your crypto. You're up 3, 4, 5x, pull your initial, pull 25% of profit, put it back into your portfolio in some other crypto, create a moon bag from that one crypto, and put that money back into your portfolio and grow your portfolio more on other cryptos that have more potential to continue running later down the bull market. Cash flowing your portfolio, growing your wealth. But that requires taking profits. If you don't take profits, you'll never be able to grow your wealth. You will always be a long-term bag holder, and when the markets turn red, you're going to feel the pain. You're going to feel the pain. So large cap memes have already pumped. Anyone getting in now is exit liquidity. Brando, I agree. Right now we're on a green day. We just pumped. Right? Are they going to? Are they? But they're still going to pump. Right? The bull market's still early. When Bitcoin pumps to $80,000, you think the meme coins? You think Floki? You think freaking Pepe or whatever it is, WIF is not going to have another pump? Of course they will. They're just not going to make you rich. Right? They're just not going to make you rich. That's the thing. People want to get into meme coins only to get rich. That's just not the way it works. It's still profit. It's still easy money being made if you know the name of the game. If you know the name of the game and you take profits, right? It's not going to make you rich. You're not going to get rich off of a $14 billion meme coin. You're not going to get rich, right? But you can still make money. 100K Bitcoin can't wait. Dude, 100%. I'm here for it. I'm 100% here for it. I appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in here, smashing those likes, joining the Crusader Army. If you're not in the Crypto Citadel, the link is down below. If you're on TikTok, the link is in the profile. I'll drop it one more time in here into the chat. Make sure you jump into the Discord. Crypto Citadel, it's free. If you want to join the premium section, it's 50 cents, 50 pennies a day. 50 pennies a day to be in the premium Discord section of it. Is Clay not a mod? What the heck? Reconnecting. Why are we reconnecting? Come on now. Well, guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys watching, every single one of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe, joining the Crusader Army if you haven't already. Smash that subscribe. And until next time, see ya. I'll be here back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Once again, until next time, see ya. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through the blockchains every single day.